Hi both. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. What's going on, Josh?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. And it's awesome to speak to you both because I had a great time with this movie. I can only imagine how much fun you both must have had making it. And Asher, on that note, your character, he finds himself in this love triangle without ever really knowing it, seeing as his ex-girlfriend is dead. So what were those days like for you on set when you're working with Riel and Ali Lee, and obviously your character can't see her? It must have been quite a surreal experience.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, when I stepped onto set for the first day, I didn't really know what to expect because, I mean, Silas called action and I just kept looking at Ali. I just couldn't stop. So it took some getting used to for sure. And then over time, obviously, I figured it out. I was calling her, what was I calling her? I was calling her not Capri. Now I just have it stuck in my head.
Oh,
Capri. I
Capri.
couldn't stop
Capri.
calling her Capri. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
Capri.
irrelevant. But no, it took some getting used to, but it felt like I was actually in a love triangle, to be completely honest, because most of my scenes were with Ali'i and Riel, and they're incredible. But it was a little stressful for James, but he was able to figure it out, and look, went on his merry way, and was going through a pretty tough time with his girlfriend's tragic death, and trying to navigate his life after that. And luckily he had Darby there, who was a great friend to him, and then ended up developing some feelings for her. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a
Just a
great
little
arc.
trauma
And
bonding.
for sure. Yeah.
And of course, Chosen. Many of our readers will remember, obviously, your awesome work in it, Chapter One. But
Woo!
it's a very dark story. So, was it refreshing to come on board a supernatural project like this, and maybe have a bit more fun than you did facing off with Pennywise?
Yes, most definitely. Not going to set and having a 6 foot something clown chase you is always a pleasure. No, I had so much fun shooting this film. I mean, the cast is phenomenal. The movie is funny, but also has like really deep and intricate storylines about real issues that we go through as people and especially as teenagers. And I feel like my character Alex, he lives life in his own to his own rhythm. He has fun. He sees things in a very unique way, and he really emphasizes the independence of being yourself. So I had so much fun playing this guy. He has no rules. He's uncontained. He's out the box.
Awesome. And of course, we have seen over the years so many high school movie cliches, but I feel like this one avoids that. And obviously, both James and Alex, they don't fall into any particular trappings or familiar beats we've seen before. So, for both of you, was that something you were quite glad to avoid when you came on board this project to bring these characters to life?
You got it, brother.
Oh, you got wait, sorry, can you repeat that? I'm just gonna be honest. Just repeat that one more time. I was listening. I just want to hear it one more time.
Just obviously, a lot of high school movie cliches, but your
Yeah.
characters, they don't fall into those trappings. They're not the typical jock or nerd. It's something
Right.
fresh and something
Right.
real. So was that something you really welcomed, both of you joining the project?
For sure. Yeah, it's not your stereotypical high school movie, obviously. And I feel like for James, he's and Alex, I mean, they're both going through different things. Like James is the popular guy at school, but I think in a way he's not really aware that he's the popular guy. He's just kind of like doing his own thing and trying to figure himself out. And I mean, Chosen can speak on this, but I feel like for Alex, it's the same in a way because he's going through his own stuff. He's in his own world. He's not really worried about being a nerd or not being popular. It's just kind of like going to school and figuring myself out. I mean, it's kind of for us too. I feel like it's the same because we're young and we're trying to figure out our life. I mean,
Right.
we might be actors right now, but I mean, we were going to school, we were going to middle school, and I feel like it does a great job of and gives a great representation of what high school is really like. And Chosen, what do you think?
Yeah. I totally agree with what he said. I feel like it was a pleasure to make a movie that still takes the beauty and the fun of the classic, teen movies, which we loved from the 90s and 2000s. But we wanted to show that, okay, yeah, he is a jock, but he's a full three-layered person under that.
Right.
And I
There's
think that's
layers.
what
Yeah.
made it beautiful is that it still plays on, the more the jock, the more nerdier side. But oh, yeah, I'm a nerd, but I'm confident nerd because I truly love what I'm a fan of. I nerd out about that. Like in real life, I love anime. I'm a nerd for anime. That's what I love. So I think it's just cool how the movie doesn't stop at that first initial layer. It's here's the character you know. Now let me take you to a different place of something you didn't know about them.
Mm.
Yeah, that's awesome. And of course, Asher, in the movie, you get to show off some of your musical talents, some really fun scenes
He's a
with
killer.
that. So
He's great.
The killer.
what were those days like on set for you? Was it quite a surreal experience being on set doing that, or quite easy for you, really?
I really enjoyed it. I've been waiting to do a project where I've been able to mesh the two. So getting to do that in just such a great environment, and Silas is so welcoming and so collaborative, and really allows us to use our voice. I mean, Chosen said this before, you never know what you're gonna like show up to, you never know what you're gonna get when you show up to set. It's always something different. So when I first walked onto set for the first time, everyone was super welcoming and nice and really genuine, and I loved being able to mesh the two and perform and act, and it was special for sure.
Amazing. Of course, in contrast, Chosen, you get to wear a very cool mascot costume in the movie.
Yes.
So what was that like for you?
Oh, that was definitely the selling point for me. When they told me I got to be the school mascot, it was just so much fun. Like as an actor, I left school for homeschool during freshman year. So there's certain things that I didn't get to do or experience that I got to live out in this movie. I feel like at school, I definitely would have tried out to be the mascot. And Alex is the type of guy where if he does anything, he's going to try to be the Michael Jordan of it, the
Right.
best. So it was so much fun trying to entertain the crowd and my fellow actors and the extras as well. So, if we do a Darby and the Dead 2, I hope I still have that job.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite memories from set is knocking on Chosen's trailer door and him coming out in the costume.
Right.
It was so great. And he was, and I love it. He was so confident. I was like, bro, you look sick. And he was so excited. Oh my gosh. That was like the best day for me.
That was fun, bro.
Oh man, that's such an awesome costume. And Asher, while I've got you, I've got to ask, I'm a big DC fan. How are you feeling? Obviously, James Gunn, director of the Suicide Squad, he's now in charge of DC Studios. We've got the Shazam sequel coming next year. How are you feeling about that, your future in the DCU with the big changes that have happened?
Man, I feel really good. With Peter and James coming on board. I mean, they're obviously super talented and super passionate, and I love how they're creating this 10-year plan. And I think the DC universe is going to be, there's a lot of special movies to come, and I'm just ready for Shazam to be integrated with some other superhero movies. And I mean, look, we're not here to talk about Shazam, whatever, but yeah.
But it's great.
I'm excited. I am very grateful, and incredible cast, and excited for the movie. Yeah.
Sure. And of course, Black Adam, that coming out just a few weeks ago, that crossover looking a bit more realistic now. So that's got to be exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And
Chosen
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, it's great having a castmate and a friend who's in the DC, and and with the 10-year plan, that means there's a lot of movies for actors' friends to be in movies too. So it's great.
Well, I was going to say,
yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, I know Shazam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love
I was
him.
going to say, is that genre one you would like to?
Man, come on! I'd love to go in some.
He'd be so good at it. He would kill it.
That'd be so much fun. Yes.
He would kill it.
Call me up.
Soon to come.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. But this movie, like I said, so much fun. Any days on sets you remember where you just couldn't get through some of these funnier scenes together, just cracking up, or was it just fun from start to finish?
Did we have that many scenes together? We had like 2 scenes.
Weirdly enough, we didn't act together much, but we hung out so much outside of shooting, like, working, going to the gym. That was kind of like how our bonding happened, because we knew each other prior to the movie through just mutual friends from it and Shazam. Mm-hmm. So when we got there, basically it was like, hey, we're going to go work out. You want to come work out? Yeah, let's work out. And that just became our friendship.
Yeah, every day we were doing something together. It was something active. He's very active. I'm very active. So it was him pushing me to play basketball. He's super athletic. So it was fun getting to do that with someone on set. And like Chosen said, like, it was funny because right before I found out that we both booked this, we were talking about working together. We were like, Chosen, when are we gonna? I was like, bro, when are we gonna work together? Like, I think you're so talented, and like, obviously we have mutual friends. We're like, it's soon to come, and then all of a sudden we get working together. I called him.
Darby did.
I was like, Darby did. Are we working together? I was like, yeah, bro. What? I'm like, South Africa. This is insane.
I know, right? I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cool.
So cool.
I'm so glad you guys got to work together, even just a little bit. And what you both did in the movie was great. And like I said, awesome film, awesome project, and looking
Thanks.
forward to maybe a sequel. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for your time, Josh.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Awesome to meet you.
Good to see
Nice
you.
to meet you.